Hey guys, so welcome to Physics 12. I'll be posting videos like this or everything until May 25th, so here we go. First thing I wanted to do is go through my course outline with you guys. So I'm Mr. Dawidoff. For those of you who have no idea who I am, I met some of you today. Hello, here's me. My email is here. It's also steven.dawidoff@learn34.com, but you can access that through the Google Classroom. Available for extra help kind of whenever you want, except Fridays. I'm not available on Fridays. Let me know if you plan on coming in for help on any given day. I'll go through my availability a little bit more in a bit. So the purpose of this course covers a broad range of topics. It's a prerequisite for most university science programs, especially in fields of science and engineering. It's an interesting one because if you plan on going into biology, they care far more about you having a Physics 12 prereq for most science degrees than they would for you. Like, you wouldn't necessarily even need a biology course to go into biology university, but physics they care about. So it's an important one to do well in. This course is difficult, requires strong mathematical skills, but can be managed if one puts in a diligent effort throughout the year, or in the quarter in this case, and never allows oneself to fall behind. Do not let this course pile up. I'm going to say that a whole bunch of times. Do not allow embarrassment or timidness to keep you from asking questions in this class. This will only make it more difficult to catch up on your understanding of topics covered. Help is always available upon request. I love helping students. I did not become a teacher to teach online, so if you guys want to come in the afternoons or at lunch and get some help, I'm all for that. However, requesting help at the last minute before a test is difficult for you and me. I can't help you much before you come write a test for me. You should expect to have consistent homework and lots of class work time. Your management of class time is essential. You guys don't have class time. You got afternoons and evenings and weekends. So manage your time well when you're working on this. I am operating under the assumption that the afternoon that you guys, like the online portion, is the afternoon. So you should expect to be doing physics from like 12:30 till 2:30 every afternoon to get through the lessons and stuff that I'm going to cover. You should, like, I don't know what else you guys have going on. That is my expectation for this course. You're taking Physics 12 for a reason. We don't mess around. So course content. Lots of this stuff, every year people are like, but this is just Physics 11. And it kind of is. A lot of stuff, everything, especially from this first chunk here, this kinematics with vectors, dynamics with vectors, energy, and the equilibrium stuff, I believe. These kind of 3-4 chunks here will all start as review. And then I'll twist something, I'll add it to the end. With kinematics, it'll be the addition of vectors and recombining things. I talked to Mr. Morrison. He said you guys didn't do a lot of that. So that will be kind of the addition there. Kinematics, it'll feel good, and then it'll be new. Dynamics, it'll feel good, and then it'll be a little bit new. Momentum is brand new. From what Mr. Morrison said, he didn't do any of that with you guys in Physics 11. Torque is brand new. As far as the concept goes, circular motion you haven't seen any of, and it'll be circular motion and universal gravitation, which should be new to all of you. And then this is where things get really wild. We're going to do electrostatics, magnetism, magnetic induction, and if we have time, special relativity. I've never actually been able to get to special relativity, just with the amount of stuff that we've got going on and other aspects of the course, so we'll see what happens. But these are the topics that we're going to cover here. We're going to be moving quickly. There will be a midterm exam on the first half of the course and a final exam on the second half of the course, each worth 15%, or, depending on how things go, a cumulative final worth 30%. So it'll be one of these two options. I'm leaning towards this, just with there only being 10 weeks. This will likely be how things play out, but I will let you know in a week or two after I've had a feel out for how you guys are doing and where we're at. So this will probably be how you're getting graded: 70% class mark, 30% final exam. And that class mark is going to be 80% tests, 20% assignments and labs. You won't have a lot of labs. There'll be review assignments that you guys hand in for every chapter. And I'm hoping to do some labs, but again, we don't have a ton of time. Attendance, yeah, daily checking in on this course is absolutely necessary. Don't miss, when we're in person, do not miss class time. It'll go so poorly for you. Even online, have the materials that you need ready, a good attitude. Ask questions of me in my availability. Ask for help. We'll go over all of this again when I see you in person, so you don't need to talk about this. I do not do, I do not do chapter test rewrites. You'll do the chapter test and then you'll do a final exam, and if you do better on the final, then that'll be your course grade. That'll function as your rewrite. So likewise, the final exam, yeah, should be taken. So there are no rewrites. We're moving so fast, there's no time. Work is due at the beginning of class. Yeah, well, you're online, so again, none of this really matters. Here though, work must be completed neatly and legibly with answers boxed. If I can't read your work, if I can't find your answers, I'm not going to mark it. There's a lot to mark as far as your review assignments. And if I have trouble finding things, I'm not going to waste my time. So I would request that you do it nicely the first time. Completeness and presentation of your work is important, and if not attended to, may cause you to have to redo the assignment. Yeah, I will mark it. If you want credit for it, yeah, you're going to have to redo it. Assignments. No, I talked about that already. In this digital section, you're going to have to take pictures. I mean, it's up to you. You can hand paper copies in, or I'll give you the option to hand in digital copies as well. If you're going to do a digital copy, I want a single PDF, not 1,000 pictures. So if I have to teach you how to do that, there's lots of apps that you can get on your phone. I will not accept, 30 pictures for 30 pages worth of work. I want one PDF. You guys are 18. We can figure this out. If my grade 9s can do it, so can you. I can show you how to do that with a bunch of different apps on your phone. Or you can hand in paper copies. That works fine for me too. You're going to need workbooks. I didn't manage to get printed in time, so I'm photocopying stuff. So you're going to need the chapter photocopies that I've made. You can print them out yourself if you want, or if you're going to use like an iPad or a tablet of some kind, you can use the digital copies that I've made, but you're going to need a copy of the notes. I've printed them. They're sitting here in my class. 19 of you did not come and see me today, so you are already behind. Unless you plan on using just the digital stuff, in which case then you're fine. You're going to want a binder to hold all this stuff in. A binder dedicated to physics would be smart. Even just for the online section, you're a binder. You're not throwing stuff away. You're going to want to keep this stuff till the end, especially since I will likely be doing a cumulative final. Lined paper for homework. I've given out coil books. I have them here. Otherwise, your online paper is fine, but you want to keep things organized. So the coil book is a really nice way to just kind of keep things all together. And if you need a coil book, come see me. I've got a whole bunch of them at the back, or you can get them in Staples yourself if you'd like. Pencils, pens of all colors. I use, looks like this. Sorry, let me fill it back up. I would encourage you to get colored pens for note taking. It'll make your life so much easier. This is not the order that they go in. I don't remember the order that they go in, and frankly, I don't care what order they go in. But this is what I will use for all the notes. It'll be color code everything. I'd encourage you to get something looks like this yourself. Staedtler, it's a great brand. Where is it? Right here. Staedtler. I will use these. Color coding your notes is incredibly useful. It makes them easy, tolerable to look at, easy to go back to. You can find things, color code things different ways. And you're definitely going to want a calculator. If you have a graphing calculator, great, use it. Certainly not required. Bare minimum though, a 2-line display scientific calculator. And lots of universities, like for calculus and stuff, they won't even let you use a graphing calculator. So, or chemistry, same thing. Having a good 2-line display scientific calculator is smart. They're $20, way cheaper than a graphing calculator. I know everyone feels like, oh, I have a graphing calculator, I'm awesome. But lots of it, you guys probably don't know how to use the really true power of, and so that's why spend the $120 unless you need it for calculus or pre-calculus or whatever. These are totally sufficient, and these are the 3 brands that I would recommend if you're going to go buy yourself a 2-line display scientific calculator. You got your Texas Instruments TI-30X2S. You have your generic Staples brand 2-line display scientific calculator, and the Casio 2-line display scientific calculator. Either one of these are my favorites. I prefer these, but these are really good too. So get yourself a calculator. You're going to want one. I will not let you use phones for tests and stuff. So get your own calculator. You're going to need it for university anyway. you're all Physics 12. I'm assuming you're going to university, so get one. When you guys are with me, I expect you to not be using your electronic devices unless I'm consulted. If you can't control the urge to tap, again, we'll get there when I see you in person. But basically, if your phones are a distraction, again, you're 18. I honestly don't care if they're distracting you, so long as they're not also distracting people around you. If you are easily distracted, you are going to struggle. But you're an adult, basically, so that's totally your call. If you want to waste your class time, don't expect a lot of help from me afterwards. I'm not going to give you extra time if you can't use your class time. Food and drink are allowed, but we've got COVID. Again, we'll talk about when we get here in class time, so you can't share anything, but if you need to eat here, I don't care. Yeah, we'll talk about classroom procedures when I actually see you, but read through the course outline, take a look at how things are going down. There's a parent letter, this guy here, that I want your parents to read and sign. There should be access to a fillable PDF here. When you guys open it, I hope it worked. I've never done it before, so we'll see if it worked. Otherwise, you can come get a paper copy from me. Basically, this thing says that they have seen the outline, they understand my expectations, and that I will be treating you as functional adults, so I'm really probably not going to be emailing home. If you're passing and failing, that's between you and me. If there are discipline issues, that's between you and me. I mean, if it's really bad, yeah, sure, I'll call home. But you're basically functioning adults at this point. If I don't have to involve your parents, I don't want to. Check my progress is available, though, to you, and to them, they can see kind of where things are at. A whole bunch of you have seen this already. I'll talk about it here. My minimum expectations for online attendance. I want to see you in person or online at least once a week. Online, my office hours will be Tuesday and Thursday from 12:20 till 2. I'll be available to assist should you need it. There will be a Google Meet. Physics 12-Dawidoff right here is the nickname. So you'll go to Google Meet and you'll type that in and then you'll join it. And I will be in there. You can just check in and say, yeah, Dawidoff, I'm good. Or you can actually come into me and get help on any of the material that we're working on. I will cut them off at 2 o'clock unless there's people there working on it. Then I'll let it go a little bit longer. So don't count on it being available past 2. Those will be my online office hours. If that's a problem, talk to me about that. In person, if that's easier for you, you can stop by my room any Monday to Thursday at lunch. So you guys will get out of your morning class between 11:40 and 11:45, something like that. Some of your teachers let you go a little early. Excuse me. If you need to, if that would be easier for you, stop in and let me know how things are going. Come get help. Once a week, minimum. I want to see you. I don't want to hunt you down, but I will if I have to. I also want you to do this. Number 2, answer my attendance questions. I'm going to post 3 a week. I posted your first one today. They're just fun, stupid little questions that I use to get to know you guys a little bit, or have, you guys will be able to see each other's answers. So don't private comment on those. Don't comment on the post. You can actually just open it up and answer it directly. I will be posting it on the first day of the week, Wednesday, and the last day of the week. So sometimes that first day of the week is going to be a Monday or a Tuesday, depending on holidays and Pro D days. Or it'll be a Thursday or a Friday, depending on holidays and Pro D days. So it'll be 3 a week, answer them. That way I at least know that you're seeing what's going on, logging into things. You can see what I'm posting, that kind of stuff. I am also expecting you to complete the weekly summary assignment. It's short. It will not take you very long. As long as you've actually done things, this will be quick. I'm going to show you what these things look like. Basically, it asks you what you've done the previous week, how you feel about what we've covered. Are there any other feedback you may have for me? They go live on Wednesday, and they're going to be due on Sunday. Again, it's just a way for you to keep on top of things. Regular engagement with this course will be vital to your success in it. We have a lot to cover, not a lot of time to cover it, so actually I'm going to be posting your first lesson here in a bit. It is among the most challenging courses in high school. Again, aside from perhaps some of like IB Chem, IB Physics, those are they get intense. Among the regular, quote unquote, regular courses, non-IB courses or non-AP courses, Physics 12 and Calculus are kind of like a 1A, 1B. It's not easy. For some people, it clicks much more naturally, and that's true of any course. But statistically speaking, Physics 12 is among the poorest done. I'm not saying that to discourage you or to scare you, but expect this to be a challenge and that you're going to need to put in time to get her done. And then hand this is, I've put it here as an assignment. Once you've read it, hand it in. Thank you to all, ooh, there's 4 of you now who have done that. I love it, appreciate it. For those who get to know you, fill this in. I'm going to create a separate little video going through my get to know you answers. Watch it or don't, it's up to you if you want to get to know me a little bit here. I've posted the blank workbook file, so if you want to have a digital copy of the stuff that we're using, here they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. As I've said here, there's stuff in this booklet here. I think it's that one. Is that 3? Yeah, that's 3. That we're not going to be covering, the circuits section. And there's some stuff that I haven't yet put into these booklets, special relativity, that will be coming. I'll add that as a doc here as well. So should you want some extra reviews, this website is great. He is a physics teacher at PitMath. I think that's PitMath. I don't actually know where he is, but he's from BC. All his stuff is British Columbian stuff. You will be able to use his website to give you extra review, extra practice, that kind of stuff. Sorry, I had to pause there for a sec. I think I was explaining that this guy is, yeah, physics teacher here in BC, useful extra material. The attendance questions, here they are. I mean, you'll see there's a whole bunch coming. I'll explain how this works. I already said it. I'm posting 3 a week, answer them. Don't just comment on it privately. Actually, you know, answer the question. Thank you to the 13 of you who have done so today. The weekly progress summaries are here. You can see that there's 4 of them ready to go because there's 4 weeks online. And then we jump into in-person learning. I don't know why there's an extra space there, so we're just going to do that. Yeah, I think that's fairly self-explanatory. So yeah, this is how things are going to go. I will be, making videos. I'm going to start our first lesson today. If you didn't grab the note packs, you're going to want to do that on Monday. It starts a bit of a review though, so you'll be okay for a little bit, but not very long. So here we go. I'm going to do my get to know you questionnaire in a separate video. And then we're rocking. Looking forward to teaching you all in Physics 12 this quarter.